Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to Woxsen University. We would like to thank each one of you for being here with us today. We are also pleased to welcome those of you who have witnessed our journey so far, as well as those who are new to the Woxsen University campus and have extended their kind support by gracing this occasion. In its relentless pursuit of offering world-class education and holistic development, Woxsen University today unveiled the power of its four expansive facilities: the Vitthal Gandhi Center, the Central Library, the Bloomberg Finance Lab, the Academic Block, and the League, the Sports Arena. This was done by the hands of Honorable Minister of Municipal Administration and Urban Development, Industries, IT and Commerce, Shri KT Ramarao Garu, and Honorable Education Minister, Madam Sabita Indira Reddy Garu. The much-awaited world-class facilities started taking shape undeterred by the pandemic to meet the unshakable goal of providing much more to the students when we welcomed them back on the campus after the long hiatus. You have all chosen to be a part of this grand celebration due to a mutual passion of supporting a larger-than-life vision of bringing the best of learning opportunities and experience to the future of our country, our students. Your passion helps us all to unite, and the energy we create is what allows us to achieve our goals of shaping the best minds across various fields who can go out there and conquer the world. Along with our honorable ministers, we have with us upstage Mrs. Manjushri Jayapal Reddy, MP Mr. B.B. Patil, MLA Manik Rao, and Kranti Kiran. We also have on the stage Dr. Amit Bhadra, our Vice Chancellor. Yeah. And here with us amongst the crowd, we have the man behind the big, bold vision, founder and president Woxsen University, Mr. Praveen K. Pula, also our very own Veen. We also have with us Mr. Vishal Khurma, Chief Executive Officer, Woxsen University, and Dr. Raul Rodriguez, Pro Vice Chancellor. I would now request Mr. Pula to take the evening ahead.
Thank you, Ishna. Honorable Minister Shri KT Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister Srimati Sabita Indira Reddy Garu, respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, staff, faculty, and my dear students, a very good evening. Firstly, thank you all so much for taking time out from your busy schedule to be here this evening to unveil the power of the Bloomberg Lab, the library, the academic block, and the league, the sports facility. Woxsen was established in the year 2014 with a burning ambition to feature itself in the global top 50 ranked institution. In our quest to achieve the global ranking, we have achieved several milestones in our journey. Today, the business school in the university ranked 14th in the country, and the design school is ranked number 2 in the country. Thank you. Under the emerging category, the School of Technology and Bachelor's in Business Administration are ranked number 1 in the country. As a university, we are ranked 5th in the country among all private universities. Some of you must be wondering why WIN is so obsessed about these rankings, particularly the international ranking and so on. Historically, we have seen quite a large number of Indian students travel abroad to pursue their higher education for various reasons. Quite a large number of students get into some of the finest schools, including the Russell Group and Ivy League institution. And there is a reason for them to choose these institutions for the top quality education outstanding resource, great research, excellent infrastructure, and great peer group. Today I can confidently tell you that student doesn't need to travel abroad for quality education. We at Woxsen will give the Ivy League quality education. Also, we have several international partners. We enjoy a relation with over 53 institutions from about 35 odd countries. We have student exchange, faculty exchange, joint research, and consulting. In fact, number of students already been to some of our partner schools under the student exchange. They spend about a term, about 3 to 6 months maximum, and vice versa. We attract number of international students to come and study here at the Woxsen University under the student exchange program. In fact, this January and February, number of international students are scheduled to come to Woxsen to do their student exchange, of course, subject to the COVID restrictions and so on. Apart from our great partnerships, we participate in several national and international competitions. Of course, I'm not going to take you through what and all we have achieved historically. If I look back to the last 2 weeks, some of the achievements, incredible achievements our students achieved are the recent Bloomberg Global Championship. I'm proud to say Woxsen stood number 3 in the country, number 5 in Asia, 25th ranked globally, surpassing some of the finest students we have in country and globally. And the institution is known for outstanding research. In fact, we classify ourselves as the institution for top quality research. Apart from the research, the kind of patents, the more meaningful patents coming out of the school is very fascinating. Kudos to the entire student community and the faculty we have. And the sports facility, we just been to the sports facility. I'm sure some of you would have seen the facility, world-class facility. Our aspiration is to build Asia's largest sports facility compared to any university we have ever seen. And we're going to achieve this by 2026. Quite a few of my friends asked me, Vin, you are already putting significant achievement in building great academic infrastructure and the resource and so on. I said, why you want to invest in sports facility? Not many institutions tend to have what you are envisioning and so on. I always believed sports and education must go hand in hand. Sports teach them how to carve them as a great personality. And we, India as a country, we have seen tremendous progress in some of the sports such as cricket, badminton, etc., and so on. I think together we need to take a collective effort in investing, on the great sports facilities, so that young India not only win the national championships and the international championships. Also, I would like to thank Government of Telangana in believing in Woxsen vision and giving us the university status. Today, I promise to the Government of Telangana and to each and every one of you, we will not leave any stones behind, and we will not even take a pause until we feature ourselves in the global top 50 ranked institutions. Thank you so much.
We would now like to call upon Honorable Minister Shri KT Ramarao Garu to share a few words with us.
Good evening, guys. Firstly, apologies. I showed up late. My sincere apologies, especially for those of you who have to travel back to Hyderabad. I know most of you are cursing me inside, so please put up with me for the next few minutes. Thank you. Veen, thank you for inviting us. It's been an eye-opener, honestly. I have to tell you a story. Honorable Minister for Education, Srimati Sabita Indra Reddy Garu, Gauronilu, Sthanika Parliament Sabhyulu, Baby Patil Garu, Sthanika Shasan Sabhyulu, Andol Kranti Kiran Garu, our own Naveen Mittal Garu, Dr. Amit Badra, the Vice Chancellor of Woxsen University, and of course I'll come to Veen now. And of course all the dignitaries in attendance, my namaskars to you. So in 2015, I received a message. I don't remember exactly if it was a message or an email, but it was one of those. A guy named Veen sends me a message saying, I represent Woxsen and I want you to come inaugurate and I want you to come visit my facility. So firstly, two things that kind of made sure the flags went up in my head. I said, Woxsen, is this guy a Bengali? Who's he? I mean, seriously, did not understand the name. And then Wien. I thought, this is some guy who's basically taking me for a ride, has basically no institution whatsoever, generally trying to pull my leg or something. But then later on, I actually was watching a movie in which the entire beautiful facade of this Woxsen college, I think it was back then, it was featured. So I actually found out from a few friends. I said, who's this guy? And where is this institution? Then I realized, the kind of work that has been put in and the kind of efforts that have gone into this beautiful, beautiful institution. And today, this is my first visit to this campus. And I must tell you, it's breathtakingly beautiful. It's truly world class, honestly. I did not come in with a great expectation. And by the way, another reason I made you guys wait is because of Raj Pakala there, because he's my brother-in-law and he actually makes me wait quite a few times. So I decided today that this is my time to take, my turn to take Badla. So all thanks to Raj for kind of messing with your schedules. But jokes apart, in fact, Raj was here I think a few weeks ago. And when he came back, he actually told me some amazing stuff about this institution. He said, you should visit, you must visit, and this is truly world class. Obviously, like any brother-in-law, I took it with a pinch of salt. I said, I'm not believing you. I'm actually not going to take your word for it. But today, after coming here, the kind of focus and the kind of passion that this entire facility, this entire campus really oozes is truly, truly all credit to this man, Wien. I think it's brilliant. I've been to the new academic, block. I've been to the sports facility, the league. The library is breathtakingly beautiful, and so is the Bloomberg lab. One thing I've witnessed, and I've also been personally, I've personally experienced it as well. Research in any institution, be it a university or a college, is actually the bedrock of innovation. I mean, without research, you don't really get out great innovation. And unfortunately, in the government system, with all the kind of handicaps we have, with all the kind of challenges we have in terms of funding, in terms of resources, we don't really focus as much as, say, they do in the West. All the universities of the Western world is where, in fact, many of these large enterprises that we see today have come out of. We know world-class companies which have come out of Boston, MIT, Harvard's, and all the other universities, the public system, and also the private sector, private universities out there. Now in India, unfortunately, we really have not been able to, come out with world-class entrepreneurs out of our university systems. But nevertheless, I think with private universities coming up, and with especially universities like Woxsen, and the confident youngsters that I've seen here. In fact, I interacted with several youngsters. One of the things I really love, I have understood that, as you age, to keep yourself young in terms of thoughts, you need to talk more to your young children, you need to talk more to the youngsters out there, so that, you really understand what's going on in their minds. So I interacted with several youngsters here. What I really liked in them is the ideas, of course, some of them are naive, some of them are in nascent stages. Some of them, of course, may not work. But I love the confidence among the youngsters. Their confidence that they can actually take the world by storm. Their confidence that they can actually compete on a global scale is what really sets apart an institution. Because I think once you inculcate that sort of confidence into your youngsters, into your students, then they are really ready for the world stage. So compliments Wien on really 1,200 students, you said, all residential. And he was telling me some very, very audacious things. He said, I want to grow this number to 15,000. And I think that's truly an audacious goal. But nevertheless, I think after seeing this, I believe in your vision, I believe in your ability to do that. And when I was actually traveling all the way from Hyderabad, I was thinking this place is actually far. But once I'm inside, honestly, this feels no less than any world-class university anywhere in the West. So Congratulations on realizing your vision. Many of us have dreams. Many of us dream. Many of us think, many of us have beautiful plans on paper. They essentially remain on paper because we don't really act on them. But delighted that you actually acted on them, delighted that you actually made this a reality. So kudos to your vision, kudos to the commitment in ensuring that you actually saw them through till the end. And once again, my sincere apologies to all the business leaders, the business women, business men here, who actually waited very, very patiently for the last couple of hours. Thank you so much. Continue to invest in Telangana, don't go anywhere. Because all this money flowing into Telangana is very good. And to all of you as well, for those of you who are not engaged currently with Woxsen in terms of recruitment, especially the business leaders, I humbly request you, I think since this is a university, you please start exploring the German model of apprenticeship or practice school. One thing I strongly believe in is that while the students are really amazing, while their abilities are, of course, unlimited, I think a practical exposure to the industry, practical exposure to workplaces, while they are still students here, maybe a practice school mode or apprenticeship mode like how they do in Germany would really, really help. So that conversation, of course, since they are a university, they can have that conversation directly with you. Of course, Naveen Mittal and our higher education Vice President and Mr. Venkatramana is also here. They would do all the all the packaging so that the students get course credits and also the industry gets some CSR credits for this also. So compliments, congratulations, and if there's anything we can do to further your vision, happy to do it. Thank you again.
I would now like to call upon Srimati Sabita Indira Reddy Garu to say a few words. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. గౌరవ మంత్రి గారు కేటీ రామారావు గారు, గౌరవనీయులు పార్లమెంట్ సభ్యులు, జహీరాబాద్ పార్లమెంట్ సభ్యులు, స్థానిక శాసనసభ్యులు క్రాంతి కిరణ్ గారికి, నవీన్ మిట్టల్ గారికి అండ్ యూనివర్సిటీ సంబంధించిన వీసీ గారికి కానీ అండ్ మా ప్రవీణ్ గారికి, అందరికీ విచ్చేసిన అందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. రామారావు గారు మాట్లాడినట్టు ప్రపంచ స్థాయి యూనివర్సిటీ ఇక్కడ ఏర్పాటైందంటే ఖచ్చితంగా గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ విజన్తో ఇక్కడ ఏర్పాటు చేసిన మీకు కంగ్రాట్స్ చెప్తూ, డెఫినెట్గా ప్రపంచంలో తెలంగాణ బిడ్డలందరూ కూడా పోటీ పడేటట్టు తయారు చేయాలనేది గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి ఆలోచన. అది ఇక్కడ చూసిన తర్వాత మాకు కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా స్టూడెంట్స్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ కానీ అదంతా చూసిన తర్వాత డెఫినెట్గా తెలంగాణ బిడ్డలు ఆ విధంగా పోటీ పడేటట్టు తీర్చిదిద్దే యూనివర్సిటీ వోక్సన్ యూనివర్సిటీ. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్ అండి. Thank you, sir and madam, for your kind words and words of inspiration. This will surely keep the flame alive within us to take Telangana and India proud. Moving on. Sustainability is increasingly becoming a necessity today due to changing perspectives around the world. And it is also becoming even more critical for education institutes to address the gap between knowing and doing by embracing sustainable practices and inculcating this value amongst the students. With a strong message towards promoting sustainability, we would like to honor our chief guests with unique gifts designed and handcrafted by the design students of Woxsen University. Ritika will present Honorable Shri KT Ramarao Garu with a Qutub Minar model completely handcrafted out of the most sustainable product, paper and thread. Akshara will present Honorable Madam Sabita Indira Reddy Garu with an exquisite creation of a bag, again completely handmade with paper. I would like to call upon students Amog and Dikshit to present terrariums to the esteemed chief guests, please. Okay, as we now come to the end of this grand celebration, on behalf of Woxsen University, students, faculty, and the entire management group here, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude. We've been fortunate to have renowned members of the society support us today, from the government, academics, and the industry. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver this vote of thanks to all the dignitaries for taking the time out for us and adding all the grace to our celebration today. Thank you, Honorable Minister Shri KT Ramarao Garu and Honorable Minister Madam Sabita Indira Reddy Garu. We are honored with your presence today and we look forward to having you at our campus again. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.